Hey everyone, how you doing? It's your boy Kevin, here for more tax tips and tricks. So today we're going to be discussing contractor workers. I know it's a more popular thing nowadays. More people are contractors. They're receiving 1099s, and there's so many people who've been doing this for decades and paying thousands of dollars more than what they actually have to. For example, I have one client who he's making well into six figures, and he's been getting his taxes done at a franchise, one of these franchise providers, and they were charging him good money. They were charging about almost between four to $500. I know, but he worked in different states, so they jacked up his fees. And this gentleman, he would pay another 15% on his taxes. What I suggested that he do is start a company, an LLC, where he saved that 15% on taxes, and also there were other transactions that they weren't deducting. There's other laws that they didn't look into. For example, he traveled to different states, and there's a per diem rate that he can use for his travel, which that wasn't deducted. Different types of transactions weren't deducted. And also, I strongly recommend when you get your taxes done, find someone that you're comfortable with talking to. Sometimes that helps me deduct more taxes than the other accountant. Not that we have different skill set. If I get the person to be comfortable with me, to talk to me, that extra 15 minutes, 30-minute conversation could put an extra few $1,000s in your pocket. I don't know of any business that a conversation can put an extra $1,000 in your pocket, which I think is great. I mean, sometimes you just go to your accountant, you give him all the paperwork, and he punches in the numbers, asks you a few questions, and you get the paperwork back. But with this individual, I try to make sure everyone's comfortable with me. I want people to be comfortable with me, but in the bigger scale things, so I can save them more money. Because the more I get them talking, they'd be surprised of how many expenses they have. There was another guy who he didn't really consider what he did to have an office expense, but he did have an office, and he did do work there. He was also a coach, and he traveled back and forth doing these coach. He never deducted his mileage. He's never done that previously. He's never deducted all these transactions prior to meeting me. Reason why, I'm not saying I'm the best accountant, but what I'm trying to give you some basic advice is find an accountant that you're comfortable with, that you're comfortable speaking with. Because the extra conversation can lead to more deductions that you were entitled to. Well, that's my tip. It's very simple, very basic. Try to get tax consulting as compared to just tax preparation. Tax consulting will look at your situation and have a strategy to better, to alleviate you from your tax burden and to help you going forward, as compared to tax preparation, where you just give your paperwork in and they type it in the computer and then give you a tax return. And also, step 2 is find someone that you're comfortable with, that you can feel like you can just have a conversation with. Because if you're in and out, you'd be surprised of that 30. I always tell them, hey, I'm going to take a little longer here. This is the first time, but I see it like this: 30 minutes conversation, $1,000. It's a good deal. So thank you, everybody. If you like, please hit a thumbs up. If if you know of anyone that can utilize this video, forward it to them. Thank you, and have a great day.